Hi everybody, my name's Carren Bell and I'm the founder of Lagan Foundation. For lots of new people, you've never heard my story. Lagan's my daughter. She was born on the 11th of January 2011 and she was born with 5 different heart defects. We are from Bolton in Manchester, near Manchester in England. We have started a charity called Lagans Foundation based on the fact that I received no support in the community once we returned home from Alderhay Children's Hospital. It's incredibly isolating, incredibly depressing, and actually, as a career-driven person, I lost my identity. I became a carer 24/7 and tried to hold down what was a household, being a mum, and looking after Lagan's sister Ceridwen. It was incredibly difficult with a child who not only had 5 different heart defects, but had a significant feeding issue. She was fed by a gastro tube, but she was permanently sick. So it didn't matter how long I fed her for or how much I fed her for, she threw up all over the place. I've been that parent who sits for 17 hours a day trying to force just 90 meals in every single 2 hours. It's impossible, it's exhausting, and there is nothing like it on earth. To be in a position where I went home with absolutely no support was unbearable. In fact, could you imagine going home and having no support with a newborn baby who's perfectly healthy? It's hard work, it's exhausting, and when you're a new mum, it's terrifying. So add that to the fact that actually we brought home a baby who was significantly unwell, had open heart surgery at just 1 week old, and we were meant to know everything within 7 weeks and then being discharged. It's absolutely impossible, and actually you can't really justify those thoughts. 7 years ago, we went through the most horrific situation, and due to a lack of support from community-led services and everybody around us, we lost Lagan suddenly, overnight. It was terrifying. It was life-changing. But I'm a fairly positive person, and that wasn't going to be the end. So here you are listening to my story, but actually I'd like you to go and look at Lagan's Foundation. Lagan's Foundation was set up in her memory to support every single family out there in Britain who's got a child under the age of 5 with a heart defect or feeding issue. We want to get as many volunteers as humanly possible to just lend 2 hours of their time to go and support a family who just have nobody, who do exactly what I do or did. Could you just offer someone 2 hours of your time to go and have a cup of tea, befriend them, allow them to go to sleep? I never slept. I went 24 hours a day, every 2 hours, feeding Lagan. There are thousands of parents out there just like me. If you don't think that's something you could do, maybe there's something else. Maybe you could help us raise the awareness of our charity by just sharing this video. Maybe you'd like to fundraise for us and actually you realise you know people in your community who've got children who are very sick also. Maybe we can help somebody that you know. Maybe you could refer them. Maybe you could tell a community-based service that we even exist. Just by getting out there, we know we can help so many more people. So just tap on share and let's go viral. Thanks.